Hey guys, today I got a 2020 Mercedes GLC300. I'm going to show you how to take off the front door panels. Now, you're going to need a couple tools here. You are going to need a T30 Torx bit. You're going to need some kind of a tool to try to get behind here so that you can pry the door panel. You might need a door panel removal tool if you can get here and then pop this out. But I think with the card, you might be able to get under there and turn that and then kind of pop the clips and just kind of work your way around. You might need a light because there are two T30s, one here and then there's one buried right up in here, and they're a little hard to see. So you might need some kind of a light to be able to get in there. And then once we got the panel loose, what we're going to want to do is we're going to unsnap it all the way up to about right here. And then you're going to unsnap this. Now, you don't have to take the speaker off because this pulls forward here. So once we pull forward past the speaker, what we're going to want to do is get this panel. We want to go this way with it. You don't want to go up, okay? And the reason you don't want to go up is because this clip is designed to come off sideways. I was battling the other side because most of these Mercedes, you do have to pull up on them. On this one, you do not. You have to go sideways. So we got to kind of pull the panel out a little bit and then kind of slide it off the clip. You don't want to yank this clip because these clips will break. Now, I got lucky. This one did not break. There is a release tab on there, but it's really hard to get to. So I don't know if you could pull up and then get to that release tab, push it, and then pull and work the panel. That's kind of how I did it, but it was by accident. But I noticed that if you kind of slide it sideways, we should be able to get it out. So when we get to that point, hopefully it will slide out. If not, we're gonna have to go in there and try to push it with a thin screwdriver and get our light, get under there, and then kind of release the clip and then kind of work it out without damaging this clip, okay? So first step we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here, we're gonna go ahead and remove the two screws that are down here, the two Torx T30s. I wanna get my light in position. Let's get started. There's one there, and the other one's buried away in here. And they're both identical. Next step, we're going to want to try to get behind the panel here with our tool. Stop. Sorry if I didn't get you in the shot. All I did was I went in here, put my tool in here, and I started snapping all the way around, all the way here to here, and I stopped. You want to make this easy, just kind of make sure the window's down. And next, we're going to pull that forward there. You don't have to pull the speaker out. And then we're going to try to go that way with it, see if it'll release. I went that way with it, but it didn't come off the clip. The clip stayed on here. So I just kind of worked it and pulled it, and I guess it probably pushed on that little part right here as I was pushing it sideways, and then when I pulled out, it came off. So we put that clip off right now when we're done. Now there is a cable down here that we need to take off, and then there's a couple harnesses that we need to unplug. So the cable's right here. All we do is kind of pull that way to get just the cable to get off of there, and then we just unhook it. There it is. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth and get it up, get it out. Next step would be to unplug right here from the module. Right up in here, I'm going to go ahead and push down on the little tab, pull it out, push down on the next tab, pull that one out, and then the last one's going to be speaker plug. So it's got a little tab right there on the speaker. Just push that down, that little tab right there, push it down and pull it out, and then panel comes off. So I'm working in here where I gotta get behind this seal. So what I want to do is I just want to pull back on this a little bit so I can get the seal out. Okay guys, so we're gonna put the door panel back together. So first thing I want to do is put the rubber piece back in if you pulled it out. I'm gonna grab this and kind of just pry this out a little bit. Just to be able to get this in there. Sure it goes back in. That's one. Next step is to get this cable, put it back on here. So before we put this cable back on, make sure we put this clip back on. And then just like that. Next step would be to put that cable, hook it back down here. Pop it back in, extend the cable, wrap it there, and then that will go back on there. And then next, get your speaker, hook it back over here. I'm not going to bring you in for that. Snaps in there. And then the last two will go right here. These last two cables. One goes right there. It snaps in. The second one goes there, and then the next one goes here. I think on the driver's side you might have an extra one. I don't know. I haven't done that side yet. I just did this side, putting it back together because I didn't pull the whole panel on the other side. I just pulled this piece here because I'm tinning it. But I wanted to show you guys on here. So the next step here is going to make sure to route this in here. There it is. Sometimes it's just hard because the angle kind of doesn't let it go through. Next, all we want to do is position the whole panel straight so that it'll snap in, and then just work your way all the way around. Just make sure it's snapped in all the way around. We'll put them up here, and then we'll put our 2 screws in there. I don't know where torque these. As soon as they grab. And that pretty much does it, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks for watching.